What's going on, guys? It's your boy Elisha here. Welcome back to Go. This is the show where we discuss everything in the world of football from the past weekend. By we, of course, you know what I mean. I mean myself and you, the amazing, wonderful, dedicated, fantastic people of the world of football, guys. We have a lot to talk about. We have award shows, we have semifinals, we got Premier League drama coaches, all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get right to the business. First off, the talk of the week, and of course we gotta get started with this, is the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And as you probably know by now, Lionel Messi is now the official record holder for the most Ballon d'Ors of all time. 6 Ballon d'Ors. He came out victorious on top this week, and he beat out Van Dijk, who was second, Ronaldo was third, and Sadio Mane was fourth. So if you don't know, the Ballon d'Or ceremony, the Ballon d'Or itself, the trophy, is voted by, it's not just like apparently it's not just a little group of people sitting in a room. It's from journalists all over the world, sports journalists, football journalists, who, put in their votes from every country, and then they get to decide whoever gets the most vote is the Ballon d'Or winner, and Messi was that person this time around. Van Dijk was very close, though. He was very close. Ronaldo, a lot of people think that Sadio Mane should have been third. He didn't even show up to the ceremony, and he ended up attending the Serie A awards, actually, and he was named the best player of the year 2019 in the Serie A. So congratulations to Ronaldo, congratulations to Messi, congrats to Megan Rapinoe for being voted the best female player of the year. And she even had some words afterwards, a few days after, actually, for Ronaldo and Messi, encouraging them to help her in the fight of exposing things like racism and sexism. People got mad at that, like, oh, she's just a woman, she's not even, the women's game's not bringing in as much money, blah blah blah, she should just shut up. Like that, those arguments are played out. You know what I'm saying? That whole is not bringing as much money thing, what does that have to do with the fact that she's trying to encourage the biggest stars in football to talk about issues that actually affect football? And if you want to keep politics out of football, that's fine, that is your right, but it's there, so some people will speak up about it. It's your personal preference to talk about it or not, to get involved in it or not. Just like it's Messi and Ronaldo's choice to not come forward and speak on racism or sexism or anything like that in football. They're getting paid to play, and just as any human being, they're allowed to choose what they can or what they want to or don't want to say or do or don't want to do. So that's their right. They're not bad people for not speaking out against it. It's just, that's not what they're about. But you guys, make sure you let me know in the comments, what do you think? Did Messi deserve to win the Ballon d'Or? Did Van Dijk, Mane, did they get snubbed due to the fact that they came second in the Premier League? They won the Champions League. Right now they're doing absolutely amazing in the Premier League, still undefeated, which we're going to talk about a bit later. So what do you think? Did Messi deserve it? And if so, drop your praise for him in the comments, because he's amazing. But now we got to bring out the laptop because there's a lot to talk about. All right, so now we are talking about the Premier League and United versus Tottenham midweek, which brought on Mourinho's very first loss against his former club on his first return at Old Trafford, and he loses. Come on, Mourinho, you were doing so well, but that's okay because they ended up winning later on that week, 5-0, so it's all good in the hood. But Mourinho's got his first loss against United. Rashford, of course, had to be the main man of the match, killing it right now. He's a youngster, and still, it seems like he's taken on this position in the team where it's like they're really counting on him to make things happen, and he seems to be enjoying fulfilling that position. He's up to the task, he's mature, his skills are incredible. This boy is good. This boy is really, really good. And so when you're ready, when the opportunity comes, of course, you got to take advantage of it and do what you do best. And that's exactly what he's doing. But then again, the Manchester Derby was also this weekend. Manchester United versus Manchester City. And United came out yet again this week. Back-to-back 2-1 wins. They came out on top. Rashford scored both goals, 1 penalty. And all I can say is that right now, with Liverpool also still being undefeated, winning their game this weekend. Manchester City are 14 points away from them, and Leicester are very well, not comfortable, but they're established second place right now in the Premier League. This is the title race that we did not expect at all. Leicester is second, and they're consistently winning games, and now they're putting a little teeny tiny little pressure on Liverpool. But the way Liverpool are going right now, they're well on their way of possibly being unbeaten all season. Maybe. Don't know what that was. Let's leave the dabs in the previous decade. Okay, we're going into 2020. We're going into the 20s now. Let's leave the dab in all of that in this decade, please. I can't do it, man. And speaking of 2-1s, seems to be a trend in the Premier League this week. Arsenal lose to Brighton 2-1. Lacazette was able to get one goal back for them, for the Gunners, after they went 2-0 down. Arsenal, man, I keep saying, oh my God, I keep saying this. The team needs a change. Every player on that team needs to go somewhere else. Go find your destiny. If you still want to be a footballer, go to another team. But Arsenal needs to have an intermission. But Arsenal needs to just take it easy for a bit, man. I'm tired of seeing this. It's making me sad because it's just so bad and they keep losing, and I don't want to see that. I want to see you guys do well, but it's just not. But shout out to Arsenal, man. Still, I would love to see just a full turnaround and seeing the team do well, but it's just not happening right now, man. So courage, Arsenal fans, courage. You're gonna need it. And now we are talking about the Ligue 1. Well, actually, we're just talking about PSG and about their game against Montpellier this weekend, and it was a phenomenal. It had almost everything. PSG. 0-0 with Montpellier. Okay. Neymar said, listen, guys, it's okay. I got this. Scores a free kick. Bang. Neymar scores a free kick. Then he assists Mbappe for his goal. Bang. Then Mbappe assists with a beautiful outside of the foot curler. A curler outside of the foot to Icardi for the wonderful first touch shot. Bounces right in the, oh my God. I feel bad for Cavani, man, because Icardi's so good. Like, that man is so good, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Icardi is such a good striker, bro. The fact that, oh man, the fact that PSG have such a hard time in the Champions League baffles me, because it doesn't baffle me, because when you're playing in the league, let's be fair, day in and day out, it's when you get to the Champions League, the level of competition is just different, man. So if you're not ready for that, if you're not constantly being put under pressure like that, once you get to the Champions League, it's just not gonna go well. But it was a phenomenal game, and one thing that Mbappe was definitely not happy about was being taken off right before the game ended. With less than 10 minutes left, he got taken off, and the coach was trying to talk to him, but he was just ignoring him. He was obviously mad. Listen, Mbappe is hanging on a thread. Like, you guys, PSG knows this. He's not renewing his contract yet. He may or may not leave. It's possible that it's very likely that he's gonna leave Paris Saint-Germain. So why not? It's part of the business. You got to treat him well. It's just part of it. You're not going to kiss his butt. But at the end of the day, if you want certain stars to stay, there's some accommodations that you just have to make. And, you know, it is the coach's decision at the end of the day, and he makes the tactical choices. And if he didn't want him on the field, then he must have had a good reason. And now quickly, let's move on to La Liga. Villarreal versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico just lost to Barcelona, and then now they draw to Villarreal 0-0. But Oblak has 96 clean sheet for Atletico de Madrid. Oh my God, this man is a wall. He's a brick wall, not even a wall. Like, he's just one of those things where you go to an outside field, like Pier 5, and there's like these big nets, and no matter where you kick, like, it takes a lot to kick a ball over these nets, which I have. Sorry, don't judge me. Okay, it was the wind. I kicked the ball over the net, never found it again. Okay, so what? The little girl was crying, but I told her to man up, because, you know, it wasn't my fault. What's she crying for? It's crazy. Anyways, Barcelona played against Mallorca and won 5-2. MSG once again scoring Messi, Suarez, and Griezmann. Of course, it was a wonderful, wonderful game for Barcelona. They're looking like their old self. They're playing that tiki-taka. They're playing fast-paced, short-pass football. It was very enjoyable to watch. Messi had a little argument with the Mallorca coach on the sidelines, and then minutes later, sliced through their defense, opened up on that left magical foot of his, and scored his second goal. Because that's just what Messi does. You piss him off, he's going to score against you, hit you where it really hurts. He's going to hit you where it really hurts. But then Real Madrid ended up winning against Espanyol 2-0. So now, as always, well, as for the majority of the season, Barcelona and Madrid are still very much equal, just on goal difference right now. So we're waiting until El Clasico, which is coming up in a week. Next week, actually. In 2 weeks. El Clasico is coming up very soon, and that's pretty much going to break the tie between them and give them the points advantage. Because right now, Barcelona only has the goal difference advantage on them, which makes them first in La Liga. But now moving on to the Bundesliga, where Mönchengladbach is still extending their lead on top of the Bundesliga table. They're 1 point away from League Sieg, but they beat Bayern Munich. Bayern slowly declining. They're under Dortmund now too. As inconsistent as Dortmund's been, Bayern are actually under Dortmund on the Bundesliga table. But Mönchengladbach beat them 2-1, and they're still establishing themselves and showing that they could do this. I'm seeing Mönchengladbach actually winning the Bundesliga, which is not unexpected, but if this was a movie, like, it would be just such a big plot twist. Like, not a big, but it's like, you thought that right this whole time, you thought Dortmund was gonna be the one who does it, and then Mönchengladbach comes out of nowhere and be like, no, step aside. All right, I got this. Hold my schnitzel. I got this. It's a bad German accent. Why are my lips doing that? But let's take it all the way back over here in the Americas, specifically La Liga MX, and Monterrey is in the Apertura finals as they beat Necaxa 1-0 and 2-1 in the semis. And also Club America was able to make a comeback and beat Monarcas and make it to the Apertura finals. Can't wait for those finals, man. Can't wait. It's gonna be very entertaining. You know, Mexico fans, man, these guys don't play. Mexican fans are some of the most passionate in the entire world. I can't wait for that final. Wish I was witnessing it live. In due time, it will come. I will be at the Apertura and the Cruzeiro finals one day. I promise you that. And of course, it's going to be all documented in the best football channel in the whole world, right here on Go. So just look out for that, because it's coming. And last, in actual football news, Cruzeiro have just been relegated from the Brazilian Serie A. For the first time in a club's history, they've been relegated to the second division, and riots absolutely broke out in Brazil. And it's a big surprise. Riots broke out. They got relegated. These guys are not going to sleep well for a very, very long time. I suggest they just go to another country and just chill out for a little bit, because it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot in Brazil right now. You know what I'm saying? They need to, damn, man, like first time in the whole history. And that's how you're ending out the decade, man. You're going into the 20s in the second division for the first time. But courage, man, to the Cruzeiro fans and the team, because this is not easy being relegated. And for y'all, you know, records are great, but when it's those type of records, you just want to stay away from them as far as possible. But it happens. Relegation is part of the game. Keep y'all head up. Work hard next season so that you can be right back there the following one. Right back in the Serie A, man. So I got this. Work hard. And last but not least, we are talking about the beautiful Mercurial Superfly 7s that Mbappe just revealed as a collaboration with Nike, his first ever one with this shoe, and it looks amazing. To be honest, I don't know where the green came from. seeing that, you know, both of Mbappe's teams, like the colors are mostly like navy blue and white and things like that, and a little bit of red in the PSG thing. So I'm guessing they just decided not to do it with his team's colors and break out of that. But the design is super, super nice, super sleek. It's fly. Well, it is super fly 7. Dad jokes are fun. Dad jokes are great. You don't have to be a dad to eat steak. Okay, but that's it for this week in Go, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around with your boy. Rate the Mercurial Superflies on a scale of 1 to burger and tell me if they're French fries or Shake Shack pickles. So let me know. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this week. Make sure you share this, as always, with your cat, your pet lizard, your teachers, your classmates, your uncle who's a little weird and who keeps hitting on all your cousins at Thanksgiving dinner. Like, Uncle John, just stay away. That's your family, Jesus. But also make sure you share it with your granny, your pappy, your mommy, your daddy, your grandmommy, your grandpappy, your sister, your girlfriend, your brother, your father, everybody that you know. Share it with them. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, support for more content on the best football channel in the whole wide world, guys. Thank you for watching. Check out the social media. Check out the music in the description, and I will see you guys next time on Go. Peace.